Okay, everybody, if you could please take your seats, we are going to begin. Please take your seats now. Please take your seats. If you haven't got a seat, please take a seat now. We're going to begin. If you could please take your seats, we are going to begin now. Okay, good evening, everyone. We're going to begin now. Okay, welcome to the Betatron Cohort 4 Demo Day. Thank you very much for coming. We really appreciate you taking the time. Thank you. My name is Michael Wojciechek, and I'm the Program Director at Betatron. We'd like to thank the Hong Kong Stock Exchange for once again giving us this wonderful venue. And also, we'd like to thank Cyberport for letting us use their premises for this cohort, and also in particular Tanner DeWitt and Padraig Walsh. They've been an invaluable help to us, both Betatron and founders, so thank you all very much. We'd also like to thank our media partners at BFOS TV and our food and beverage partners, Peroni and 3W Catering. And last but not least, we'd like to thank our founding partners, Mindworks, Vector Ventures, the ARIA Group, Inculab, Cocoon Ignite, and IC Studios. Thank you all very much. Okay. So, an update on Betatron. This is our fourth cohort, and our motto is Founders First. And we really live and breathe that, not only in the way that we treat our acceleratees, but also in the way that we're constantly doing free outreach and educational events to help improve the ecosystem and empower founders, both in Hong Kong with our partnerships with Cyberport, Hong Kong Science Park, HKSTP, Hong Kong University, and so on, and also beyond Hong Kong in Shenzhen and Taiwan. This has been recognized, hooray, it works. This has been recognized by a recent poll where over 16,000 votes were taken, and by a large margin, we won first in China. And we were a close second in Asia. We're very thankful for this, and we'll continue to work very hard to improve the ecosystem and empower founders. That's our mission statement. How do we do this? Well, Betatron is a network. That is our greatest strength. Oh. And in fact, we're a network of networks. I've already mentioned the founding partners that we have. They have invested over $500 million in many companies that you might have heard of, such as KKday, Lala Move, Cupital. Our mentors come from our founding partners, their employees, the companies that they've invested in, and many others. And we're able to find specialist mentors for almost any vertical. And even our alumni themselves, now there's more than 31 companies, and so that becomes a resource in itself. These are some of our founding partners. Between them, they've deployed more than $500 million. And our application numbers keep going up as well. So Cohort 4, which is the cohort you're watching now, was a record. There were 652 applications for this one. And as of this morning, we had 752 already, with a month left to go. So we're well on our way to having 1,000 applications, which we're very happy about. Cohort 5 begins in September the 16th and will run till December the 13th. We invest in every company that we accelerate, and that investment amount has been increasing as well. Initially, it was $30,000 US. For this cohort, it was 70, and for next, it's $150,000 US for every company we accelerate, up to. Most of them get it anyway. And if you look at the back of your booklets, there is a QR code there if you're interested in applying. If you scan that, it will take you directly to the application page. So apply, because we review the applications every single week immediately, so the earlier you apply, the higher your chances of getting in. Okay, so that's enough from me. You're all here to see the startups and the founders. So let's get to the first one. Now, all of us have had problems with running out of battery power. And in day-to-day, this is just a nuisance. It's annoying. But for some people, like the ones that work in NGOs in the field, people in the military, this could be a matter of life and death. But what if there was a company that erased this problem? If there was never a need to look for a charging socket again? This next company is doing just that and much more. Please welcome to the stage from TestPack, Mario Aguilera.
Thank you very much, Michael. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming. It's an honor to be here. My name is Mario Aguilera, and I'm the CEO and founder for TestPack. Believe it or not, that was me back in the Special Forces in South America. When we used to go on deployment, we had to come back every 2 weeks in order to recharge our mobile equipment. I always thought that if we would have had a mobile energy solution that could enable us to recharge while on deployment, we could have gone out for months. You could say that that was the moment when TestPack was born as a company. The truth of the matter is that the problems that I had in the military is faced every single day by NGOs, different armies, and actually the problem is that the weight that they have to carry to remote locations, it's actually replacing the food that they could take. This is a problem. So as a company, what we have done is to design, build, and patent different technologies in order to custom build off-grid solutions for different NGOs. But let's talk a little bit about technology. We have filed a patent to implement high-efficiency solar tech technology into round objects, spherical objects, which I'm going to show you how we use later on. As a company, we have also filed a patent in ultra-fast charging technology, ultra-fast safe battery technology. That could come out with products such as a power bank that's able to charge in only 8 minutes and also send data about it. But how fast is fast? As a company, we're able to charge 2,900 milliamps in only 8 minutes. That's equivalent to charging your phone in only 8 minutes. That's what you can do with our technology. Not only is faster, but it's also safer. This technology is what you have in all your phones, in all your computers. This is what you have. And this is our technology. Because we're able to overcharge, and we use different battery chemistry, and we can use our battery technology in near-body applications, products such as the first solar helmet in the world, which is going to be used in military operations. This helmet has been designed for military operations. And as a startup, usually what we do is to show you a presentation, show you pictures, but we have the prototype ready to go into production. Next, we are developing right now, we have signed a contract with a military organization in order to develop a smart tactical bulletproof vest that's able to tell you when someone has been hit. But at the same time, it has built-in battery technology so you can charge everything from your mobile phone, torches, everything without having the problem of taking everything out. Also, as a company, we have been able to develop the first MS bag, media solar backpack for Plan International, and we have signed a contract. This backpack is able to give you not only audio visuals because it's built into a projector, has speakers built in, and also has anti-kidnapping technology. Thank you, Jessica. You may ask yourself, why do you need this? The Norwegian Refugee Council last year had 3 people kidnapped and they could not find them. With our backpack, you would be able to find any operational that works outdoors because it has a GPRS technology built in. We have signed a contract with the United Nations in order to charge their laptops. We have signed an agreement with Semi Solution, which is a company from Korea, that in order to power their dash cameras. We have signed a contract with Fine Ideas, which is a military drone manufacturer. But I want to talk to you about what is in the sales pipeline in terms of the potential of traction. The contracts that we have signed amount to $74.5 million US dollars, but the potential that we see is up to $242 million. I want to remark and assure that these contracts are already signed. Something that we have implemented because of Betatron into our company is something that we call deep empathy approach. One of the problems when you develop technology is that you need to find a buyer. What we have done is to embed our company into the needs of different NGOs. What does that mean? That means that the CEO goes to the United Nations in Jordan, the CEO goes to test the technology climbing Kilimanjaro, the CEO goes to NATO logistics meetings, and the CEO develops and tests the products with Plan International. This assures us that we have a buyer by the end when the technology is finished. The battery market is valued at $100 billion, and is growing at 20% annually. We calculate that by the year 2022, it's going to be more than $1 trillion. So imagine what you can do with our battery technology and our products. Everything that we have shown you, usually closing a contract with an NGO takes up to 2 years. But because of the vast network that we have, and because of the background of the military and our personnel in the company, we have been able to close all these contracts in less than 6 months. Which is one of the reasons why the government of Kazakhstan, the government of Netherlands, the governments of Korea, and also Finland are supporting TESPAC in the development as well as investing money into our company. Let's talk about attraction. We have received a seed round of $780,000 to date. And all the technology that you have seen from us has been developed with only that. We have more than 5 patents. We have more than 6 different products. And we have more than 22 products in the pipeline. But nothing of what I've shown you would be possible without a committed team that believes that energy has to go mobile. Myself, I'm an economist, inventor, and I was an ex-military officer that understands the needs of off-grid energy. Carita Sepa, our Chief of Operations, has deep network with politicians in Finland, as she was a diplomat. Jessica A. Robles, she has a hyper network of marketing and PR all over the world, which help us to position our brands in different organizations that are key or blue chip carriers. We have a team that's able to develop, produce, prototype, manufacture, and sell everything that we have. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am extremely grateful for your attention. If you believe that energy has to go mobile and that people or rescue forces have deserved a better technology in order to save lives, please join us and let's talk more a little bit about the technology outside. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mario. Now, real estate is always a hot topic in Hong Kong. And globally, the real estate industry will always be huge and important. But it's one of the only industries that's yet to be disrupted by tech. At the moment, the data that's used in this industry is used using very antiquated and siloed platforms that don't communicate with each other. Many people have tried to solve this problem, and they've all failed, until now. Our next company is building the Bloomberg of real estate data. Please welcome from Real Inflow, Gary Walter and Rachel Chuck.
Hi, my name's Gary, and I'm the CEO.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rachel, and I'm the CTO.
So I've been involved in buying and selling real estate for over 10 years with some of the largest companies, such as Swire and Colliers International. It's only when you work so long in any industry, you get to see some of the biggest problems. Today, we're going to tell you about the largest problem facing real estate and how we are solving that problem. As we know, real estate is a huge industry, and sometimes buildings are worth more than companies. But it's not like the stock market, where you can find instant data and information on tradable assets. For example, in real estate, you can't find instant rentals, vacancy rates, and quite simply, you don't know whether the value of your building has gone up or down. The industry, when it comes to data, is stuck in the past. Let us show you how.
So take a look at this building. Say you're an investor and you want to buy one IFC. Do you know how to determine its value? Do you know how much it's worth? Let's take a look at this process. For an analyst, first, an analyst will start with bringing in information from different internal spreadsheets. Afterwards, they may visit land registry sites. And after that, they'll visit city-town planning sites. And after that, it's back to spreadsheets. But up until this point, information is still incomplete. And oftentimes, it's hard to make a well-informed decision based on what's available.
This process not only takes days, but can take weeks or months. And then often the process is repeated among multiple buyers, their respective banks, sellers, and even within companies. And it's not only expensive, but it's very time-consuming. What everyone needs who cares about real estate is access to better data. But what does this mean? This would mean that we would need to combine several multiple siloed huge data sets into a single platform. It would also mean that we need real estate brokers and other market players to exchange information in a way that's never been done before. Data is often seen as the most pressing problem and difficult to solve in real estate. Real Inflow is solving that problem. So first, what we've done is combine multiple data sets and combine these into a single source. Secondly, we incentivize brokers and other market players to exchange data, and in return, they get data that they need. This creates a very strong network effect because as we add more data and users, the site gains value. On top of that, we are the first company in Asia to work with RICS as we look to become the leader for data standards. So when we first started this, everyone said it wasn't possible, nobody's going to share data. But having worked in the industry for so long, I knew there was a way that we could crack this problem. So starting in Hong Kong, we've rapidly built up our number of data sets. Now we have over 175,000 market transactions. And we also have 15,000 building profiles, and we cover 90% of Hong Kong. And this is all in a single platform. Now we'll show you a quick demo of how it works. For example, say you want to know the total number of buildings in Hong Kong. You can then filter by building subtype, for example, industrial buildings. And then you can pin down or determine which area you want to look at. For example, Kwai Ching. You might then want to filter even further, for example, industrial buildings with ramp access, and even by building type or who manages that building, for example, Goodman. And then for each building, you can see granular information which would normally take days or weeks to compile. Then for each building, by floor, you can see the usage, tenants, market rents, how long are the tenancies. And going in, you can even see incentives such as rent-free periods and average rents for whole buildings. So this platform is a must-have for anybody in real estate. This is like financial markets after knowing stock market prices. This is a quote from one of our users. So often they're met in disbelief when they see the amount of data. And we can also claim that we made real estate data fun. We have a very strong pipeline of sales when we ramp up in August. So we've spoken to over 100 different clients, getting their feedback. And initially, we were just talking to investors, but we've also had interest from different parties as well. And as well as unlocking huge cost in time savings, we can also unlock huge value in our data sets. And this is some of the tools we plan to build on top. And we've already started our Asia expansion into 2 other markets.
So briefly about us, as Gary has mentioned, he brings over a decade of experience in the real estate industry. Working as a chartered surveyor, he's covered markets across the Asia-Pacific region, including Malaysia, mainland China, Japan, and of course, Hong Kong. While working at Colliers International and Swire Properties, he developed extensive experience across the real estate industry and different facets of the real estate industry.
And Rachel brings over 10 years experience. She's built enterprise applications with complex data sets and numerous features. And she has a very unique skill set in that she doesn't only code, but she can also design as well. So combining all of our skills and experience, we are the best team to build this platform. So we are building the most comprehensive real estate database in Asia. Come and talk to us afterwards if you'd like to learn more. Thanks.
Thank you, Gary and Rachel. Now, the e-commerce industry continues to grow year on year, and more of the things that we buy online. They're delivered to our door. It's very convenient, but the packaging used is often low quality and leaves a lot to be desired. This next company will improve that situation immensely, both for customers and suppliers. Please welcome from PackMojo, Wendy Chan and Vincent Choi.
All right, thank you, Michael, and good evening, everybody. So, picture this. You're at home. The doorbell rings, but it's not your pizza. What you ordered last week has finally arrived. You tear open this parcel, excited to unbox your product. But when you open up your box, you see this. Your product has come messy, out of place, and with minimal protection. You paid a premium for this product, but you're not impressed. Many small businesses today, such as those on Shopify and Etsy, are still packaging their products like this, simply because they don't know how to get good packaging or where to even get started. And with the growing volume of transactions on these 2 platforms alone, year on year, packaging has never been more important than now. After all, for many of these brands, packaging is the only way in which they'll ever get to physically interact with their customers. So by 2023, the e-commerce packaging market will be valued at $22 billion. Brands are clearly investing in packaging, but we know firsthand the challenges they face when getting the packaging of their dreams. Terminology such as GSM, e-flute, matte varnish, all of that means nothing to a customer who has no prior knowledge on packaging, which makes them unsure of what packaging to even get. And small businesses today have no choice but to order in high volume from traditional suppliers, upwards of thousands of boxes at the same time, which is a massive investment for a small business. And even once they found a supplier they want to work with, there's uncertainty as to how their packaging will even turn out. If something was miscommunicated in the beginning, or something goes wrong during production, they've just wasted a lot of time and money on the production of poor packaging. Now, suppliers today aren't structured or built to serve the needs of small businesses. They want clients internationally, but because of their language and service barriers, they're often limited to only serving clients in their local market. So, PackMojo see that there's a gap between customers who are looking for trusted packaging partners and suppliers who are looking for clients internationally. And that's exactly what we're here to solve. So we've built an online platform that makes it easy for anyone to design their packaging online and see it come to life in 3D. Through the platform, prices are real time, so that customers don't need to wait days for quotations from suppliers. Customers can also order as little as 30 boxes to start with, and receive their orders in just 2 weeks' time. So we've strategically partnered with suppliers in China and in Mexico to make low-cost yet high-quality packaging available and accessible for our customers around the world. And because of the relationships that we have with our suppliers, we're able to offer these low minimums and fast turnaround times that customers generally have to pay a high premium for. And we pride ourselves on delivering the best-in-class customer service so that anyone can confidently and effortlessly get the packaging of their dreams. Now, the suppliers that we work with, all of the orders that we get is already production ready when we pass it over to them. They don't need to tinker with any files. All they really need to do is start the machines, and they're good to go. By working with PackMojo, suppliers now have access to international clients, which really unlocks a new revenue stream for them without the need to hire and train a sales team. So we work with a number of businesses all around the world, those that are just about to launch their store on Etsy, all the way to lifestyle brands on Shopify who have high volume and consistent packaging needs. We even work with marketers who have the need for one-off event packaging. So for every order that we're currently getting, we're seeing profit margins of at least 36%. And as we continue to grow and as we continue to get more customers, we're able to combine multiple orders together into one single production run, which reduces our overall production costs and increases our profit margins overall.
We started PackMojo in May. In December, we released our private beta. In March, we joined the Betatron Accelerator program. 1 month later, we launched our 3D packaging designer and made it to the front page of Product Hunt. So since December, our traffic has grown 17 times. As a result, our qualified lead has grown 7 times. If you went on Google and looked up custom packaging or custom boxes, you see us on the front page. And we achieved that with $0 spent on marketing and ad campaign. We're also seeing early traction. 82% of our customers are inbound. They're actively finding us. 52% of our customers are from referrals without any referral schemes in place yet. In other words, our customers are proactively referring their friends, family, and other businesses to us because we've proven we can deliver, and also because we are their go-to solution for all things packaging. Finally, for every 3 quotations that we are sending out, we're converting 1 paying customer. Now, we're an early-stage company. We're completely self-funded with $0 spent on marketing. However, we've validated the market, customers are finding us, and we're seeing quarter-by-quarter revenue growth. We want to accelerate this by establishing new strategic channel partnerships, by doubling down on our current marketing strategy, a little slow there, and also by implementing new features that we have validated with our customers. Now, we have a number of PackMojo packaging partners. We initially started off with 2 packaging partners, but we have grown that to 6 in the past 4 months. This has allowed us to scale our capacity and capability from serving dozens of customers per week to now hundreds. By the end of the year, we want to onboard 50 PackMojo packaging partners into the PackMojo ecosystem. This will allow us to serve thousands of customers per week. This global packaging system of ours will allow us to strategically target our customers closer to their location, providing faster turnaround time and better prices. So we vet our packaging partners so that our customers don't have to. We ensure our suppliers provide high-quality products produced under safe, well-regulated, and eco-friendly environment. We're also not just passively looking out for the environment, but proactively making sustainable changes. By partnering up with EcoMatcher, for every 200 boxes that we produce, we will plant 1 tree to offset our carbon footprint. So a bit about us. I myself have a background in printing and packaging, and I'm currently a co-owner of a factory based in China. Wendy herself was born and bred in the tech startup space and was recently listed on Forbes 30 and 30. Now, we're the dream team because we've known each other for 10 years, and just like how we've transformed ourselves, we have the right skill sets to transform and disrupt a highly traditional industry that is currently ill-fitted to serve the modern-day need. So, we're scratching the surface right now with packaging, but we have many plans in mind to tackle the entire physical branding industry. If you want to learn the whole if you want to learn the whole package or which box we're thinking out of, come talk to us after. Thank you.
Thank you, Wendy and Vincent. So data is an increasing part of all modern businesses. But the sheer volume of data that businesses need to process these days means they need to rely heavily on cloud computing services. And the cloud computing industry has exploded, but so have the costs. And at the moment, the only way to maximize costs is to hire slow, expensive consultants. This next company is revolutionizing this, taking a process that takes weeks and is expensive into seconds. It has to be seen to be believed. Please welcome to the stage from HPCD Lab, Ruslan Dautov.
Hi everyone, my name is Ruslan Dautov. I'm a founder, High Performance Code and Data Lab. Everyone knows that cloud market is unique and growing, and it's worth more than 200 billion USD. But there are a lot of wastage. 35% of cloud spending is wasted by inefficiency. And it's equivalent to 100 billion USD by 2021. This is exactly market what we are going after. But how and why a lot of wastage? Companies charging by second, cloud providers charging by second, even by minute. And most of companies need to actively understand and manage the cloud cost and cloud services to unlock massive opportunities. Of course, this problem should be sorted straight away. And it takes a long time if you hire consultants. I was a consultant. I know we're charging a lot. We are slow. And we're making money by spending more time on a problem. And consultants do not guarantee results. Perfect solution should not require consultants. Perfect solution should be easy for you and for your technical team. Instant and guarantee result. What is exactly what we have built is multi-cloud SaaS platform which unified all your spendings from all cloud providers in one place. You can see the spendings from previous month. You can see the projection on the next month. And you can see the potential savings, how much you can save. Onboarding process, one of the easiest. It's automatically give you recommendation, and if you don't have technical team, our team can help you to implement these changes. We're fully compatible with cloud leaders on the global market, and we fully support mainland China cloud providers, which already hold more than half of mainland China cloud market. Of course, about the business model. You pay when you save, and we're free for startups and non-profit organizations. We have competitors, but our competitive advantages supersede our competitors. We fully support mainland China cloud providers. We minimize the human interaction, and onboarding process one of the easiest in the industry, and we guarantee results. We just launched our business, but we know how it works. We test our algorithms and methodology on a first client. And first client saw 32% saving on the next cloud bill. Our next client saw 63%. Since we launched our system, we already have 20 companies in the pipeline, which companies around the world. Okay. It's because they're not hosting in our system. Okay. Companies around the world, and we can help the companies from US, China, doesn't matter which jurisdiction. And everything is possible because our fantastic and talented team. We have computer scientists, which focused on data mining, big data, and machine learning. We have publications in academia. And we're planning to reach 3,000 clients in the next 3 years, which will generate 10 million revenue in month. And most important, 3,000 clients, it's less than 0.5% of one cloud provider. As you remember from previous slides, we're supporting 5. High performance content data lab, easy, instant, guarantee, and pay when you save. Thank you for your attention. Please welcome.
Thank you, Ruslan. And now for something completely different. Please welcome from Zublu, Adam Broadbent, Lindsay Broadbent, and Matthew Oldfield.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Adam.
My name is Matthew.
And I'm Lindsay.
And we are Zublu. Well, I know there are a lot of scuba divers out here this evening. I know many more of you have thought about scuba diving, but just have never got that support, that bit of guidance in taking that first step. And I can tell after that video and after all your faces, a lot of you are now thinking about how you take that first step. So we are very proud tonight to introduce you to Zublu. As a team, we have been very fortunate to have done a lot of scuba diving. Nearly 8,000 dives all across Asia. We've swum with the ocean's biggest fish. We've dived amongst thousands of manta rays. We've come face to face with scary-looking big fish and face to face with some very cute small fish as well. We've explored stunning reefs, and I've even got to take a selfie with a turtle. To put it simply, we seriously love our oceans and all the marine life in it. And that is what has inspired Zublu, to share those experiences. So we have created a gateway, a portal, if you will, to the underwater world for all of you and all the millions of scuba divers and marine lovers across Asia and beyond.
Did you know that 80% of the world's coral reefs are found here in Asia, as well as the world's highest recorded marine biodiversity, which is why Asia is the most exciting destination in the world for scuba diving. Asia has over 2 million scuba divers a year already, creating a $3.9 billion tourism industry. And this is just part of the wider coral reef tourism industry, which includes snorkeling, surfing, freediving, and more, of $35 billion. These are all activities Zublu will be supporting in the future.
But no matter how tempting the underwater world is, we all know about the problems and pain points you can face when trying to book your perfect holiday. And as divers, there's so many other things to consider. For instance, where should I go to and see something in particular? When is the best time of year to go? Obviously, season's incredibly important. Who should I book with? I want to stay with a resort that is safe, it's professional, and fabulous, of course. And if I'm not already a diver, then how do I actually learn? How much does it cost? What sort of equipment do I need to do it? And then there's all the other questions, like, is there a beach? Is there a spa? Is it good for my kids? Can I go snorkeling? So with all of these in mind, how would I actually go about booking a holiday today? Well, you're probably going to have to do hours of research online, probably after a long, hard day at work, wading through outdated and inaccurate information, as well as fake reviews, most likely. And then, having done all that, there's the possibility that you end up booking something that doesn't actually match your expectations. This is why the likes of the companies such as Expedia and Booking.com and Seatrip, you're unable to book a scuba diving today.
And that's where we come in. Zooblue has been built by divers for divers in order to solve this traditionally completely fragmented industry. We have leveraged our 40 years of knowledge and experience, aggregating everything you need to know about booking your next scuba diving holiday into one comprehensive solution. And as well as our unrivaled underwater experience, our team has got backgrounds in website development, sales, hospitality, making us the ideal team to crack this lucrative and growing market.
So let us introduce you to Zooblue. Whether you want to dive with sharks, swim with manta rays, or watch a turtle nest hatch, we match your wishes with the perfect experiences by allowing you to discover, compare, and book all in one solution. Essentially, a comprehensive solution for the entire coral reef tourism industry. Our unique search tool has thousands and thousands of data points about the best places to see marine life, the best time of year to go, as well as other key information about whether it's good for couples, beaches, etc. This is all so we match your wishes perfectly with your dream experience.
And when it comes to experiences, we have increased our supplier portfolio this year by 520% to 200 liveaboards and resorts across 38 destinations in Asia. And we've already identified the next 300, taking us to 500 partners, all who are sustainable and eco-friendly and look after the ocean. And it's only us, with our knowledge and network, who can do this, creating a highly defensible position.
So far this year, we have increased our monthly sales traction tenfold, or 10x if you will, and we are set in July to be reaching a 1 million annualized revenue. We're incredibly proud of our growth, but we are also incredibly proud that of our bookings so far this year, 27% have been either repeat or referred, which shows the enormous value guests are finding in Zooblue. And this is all without any loyalty schemes or referral programs in place. There's also great value in this market. Our average booking size has been $2,263, generating $308 per booking.
And this is just the beginning, because quite literally for Zooblue, the world is our oyster. We have a clear vision to become the leading marine travel platform for Asia. The scuba diving market is growing rapidly, fueled by the expanding middle class in Asia that are hungry for new and exciting experiences, their next Instagram update. To meet this demand, we will increase our portfolio of suppliers to cover all of the leading resorts, the dive centers, the liveaboard companies across Asia. And we have the ability to move into other complementary activity verticals, such as snorkeling, freediving, and even surfing. With our expertise, our knowledge, our skills, and our existing industry network, we are the only team capable of tackling this multi-billion-dollar opportunity.
So whether you're a scuba diver already, you're thinking about learning to dive, or are interested in the exciting travel space that we're in, you are the ones that we want to invite on Zooblue's journey. We'd absolutely love to meet you afterwards. We can share our plans with you, talk about fish, or maybe even offer a little discount for your next trip that you book with Zooblue.
Woo! We'll be taking bookings just outside.
But ultimately, our passion is about you and making you explore the blue and dive green. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well done, guys. Okay, so every time you go online and search for something to buy, or even to book, you have to go through the description of the product. That has to be written for millions of products, for many different formats, in many different languages, and even the amount of data that is inputted is much more than what we see on the surface. At the moment, this is done manually. It's very labor-intensive, slow, and expensive for companies to do this. But our next company will revolutionize this. They change this into being fully automated, and it saves time and money for the companies involved. Please welcome to the stage from Text Mercato, Kiran Ranakrishna.
Yeah, good evening all. So we're Text Mercato, and we automate e-commerce cataloging. So this time you may ask, what is e-commerce cataloging? Now you must have all purchased on Amazon, Walmart, HK Mall, or any of the top sites. So when you make the purchase, you look at some decisions or some data points to make the decision, right? You look at the title, you look at the information about the product, you look at the product description, maybe the price, and a couple of other things. Easy, and then you click and you buy. But in order for this page to be active, in order for this page to perform what you expect it to do, the background or the backend data looks something like this. A big Excel sheet, thousands of products, completely jumbled, rows and columns of information. Now the problem is, it takes anywhere between 10 to 45 minutes, depending on the complexity of the product, to get this information online. And there can be up to 50 data points, which includes stock information, category information, tracking codes, SKUs codes, and whatnot, right? So in order to get this active and this Excel page to look like this, in the background, you have that picture. There are a few people out there, but there's actually hundreds of people sitting and doing this all manually, making this process extremely manual, very slow, and very expensive. Right? And any product that's not out there in the market means you're losing money. Now you've understood the problem. You saw that to make that purchase happen, there's humongous amount of data that goes in the background. Now let's start to understand the size of the problem. Now imagine a brand like Amazon has thousands of sellers who are selling their products, branded and unbranded. Those guys have millions of products, and that needs to go into multiple platforms for it to kind of do warehousing and all the pieces of information. And finally, in a globalized world, you need to have it across different languages. So this creates a major, major problem, especially when you have millions of products. So that creates a problem of billions of listings. So what is this problem? So this problem continues because you have to enhance this information each year. New collections are added each year, and all of it, right? So it creates, apologies, I'm just going to go back. Yeah, this creates one large problem. That is the issue, right? What we have done at Text Mercato is we've solved this problem using technology. Some of the popular technology that you must have heard of is machine learning or classification and clustering or text generation. We're able to extract information out of as simple as a picture and automate that product process into product tagging and into product description, and all of the information cataloged automatically into the databases, right? What does it mean? It means it's faster, it means it's cheaper, and it also means it's extremely scalable. And you can see some of the clients who have actually benefited through this experience. We've had traction till date, so we've been around and we've done over $1 million in revenue till date. The last year been about $413. And we also have global list of clients, so we serve about 7 countries at the moment. And what is important is it's not just an Amazon or a Walmart. Imagine you're Puma and you've got 15,000 products per collection, and that needs to be sold on multiple platforms, and that's a major problem again. So that's what we solve. And our aspirations for growth is to catalog about 90 million products globally, reaching about $30 million in revenue in the next 4 years. And in terms of competition, yes, we've got a couple of companies out there who are trying to do what we do, but it's very early stages. And the main difference with us is that we are trying to solve this problem as a full stack cataloging product rather than just bits and pieces of it, which you can see. Now, what is the future of cataloging? You see the catalog, you purchase, it's great and all that, then you get the product delivered at home, but the future of cataloging is increased discoverability and sales. So what the company is focusing on at the moment is how do you launch it in multiple languages? How do you better for SEO and discoverability? How do you test if something is working or not? And lots of other things so that you're able to sell better or increase your conversions. That's what we're looking after. And the team behind it, so we're about 3 of us. And me personally, I've got about 15 years of experience and about 10 years in the content and the internet industry. And what brings us together is our understanding of content, the domain expertise, and ability to build technology to solve this at a large scale. Finally, you must have all heard of the famous quote that data is the new oil. Imagine you're cataloging not just 1, 2, or 100, but millions of products in the next couple of years. What do you think we're going to do with all this data that we're going to collect? Now, if you want to find out more about it, come speak to me after the, after the presentation, and we can have a chat. Thank you.
Thank you, Kiran. Now, climate change is the single biggest threat and biggest issue of our times. And around the world, there are many organizations and NGOs that are attempting to roll this back by carbon offsetting and tree planting. The problem is that whilst they do a very good job on the ground, they lack the technology and the resources to connect with companies and customers around the world. And this next company is solving that problem. They have created a system that allows these NGOs to do that. I'm very happy to announce on stage from EcoMatcha, Bas Fransen.
So people talk about climate change. I think we should talk about climate crisis. By 2050, the United Nations expects that we will have close to 1 billion climate refugees, people on the move because of poor climate. As the world gets hotter, we get more humidity in the air, and that creates bigger and more typhoons, not only in places like Africa, but also in civilized places like Hong Kong. You can change that. You can do something about that. Planting trees, many, many trees. And we have seen in the past 18 months good initiatives by governments such as China, planting lots of trees in China. Companies like Shell out of the Netherlands spending $300 million in tree planting initiatives. The problem with the current state of affairs is that tree planting is not transparent and there is no technology available, and that does not engage companies to get engaged in tree planting. I thought tree planting is very simple. I've learned in the past 2 years or so that it is not a matter of sticking a seed in the ground. You need to have the right technology competence to plant the right tree at the right time in the right place. Unfortunately, we also have seen numerous examples of fraud where people claim to plant trees, but they don't. And I'm not sure whether you in this room have had experiences working with foundations or non-profit organizations. They are a different beast compared to a for-profit company. So that's where EcoMatcha comes to play. What we do, we plant trees with foundations we vet from around the world. Through technology, we know from every tree which is planted everything. The location, the species, the date of planting, even the farmer. Every tree can be virtually traveled to through our platform. And companies now can use those trees in their businesses. Let me give you an example. Rewards. You probably have had this experience that you were requested to fill in a survey, and you probably have not done that because there was nothing in for you. The survey market is massive, and we're working with companies using trees as a reward for finalizing a survey. You also can use it for corporate gifting. Gifting a customer a tree you adopt on behalf of that customer. You can use it for employee engagement, where companies can plant a forest and give everybody in the company a tree of that forest, and bringing engaging the people of the company in the sustainability journey of that company. You can use it for transparent carbon offsetting, where you know precisely the carbon offset you do with the number of trees you plant. And last but not least, you can integrate this platform in digital checkouts, where people, upon checkout, add trees to whatever purchase they are making. The platform is single, as a single platform which offers many possibilities. How does it work? So we have developed technology, an app which we bring in the hands of the foundations who are planting trees. Through every tree they plant, they use this app and click, 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 they take note of the trees they plant. All that data is being uploaded to the cloud, where companies have access to buy those trees and manage those trees. Last but not least, you can virtually travel to the tree in the palm of your hand. You can go to the location of the tree. You can look at the tree, and you can look at the farmer. In the past 18 months, we have been working with a number of customers in the segments I described. One customer, for example, on the rewards, SCR, is a market research company from the UK, who has seen a significant uptake of people willing to be part of a market survey, and they were even more engaged. Iris, on the right-hand side of the chart, a yoga event, maybe you will know. People were able to add trees upon purchasing a ticket of the yoga event. We saw in one day a 10% conversion of people purchasing trees. Now I'm very excited to announce today that we're going to do more. We're going to introduce with a partner who is here in the room, green gaming, where people playing games have the ability to buy trees in the in-app store, and that tree will give you, powers like the monkey get more energy or something like that. And the user not only get that more power, but also has the ability in the same app to go to the real world, look at the tree, and who has planted the tree. In the past couple of quarters, we have been seeing growth, and growth actually is coming through a number of elements. We're adding more channel partners, resellers in a number of countries who are representing EcoMatcher in that particular country. We're moving from selling individual trees to selling forests, 1,000 trees at a time or more. And we have launched a significant beta website. Now, what do we want to do? The objective of EcoMatcher is to plant 1 billion trees by 2024. How are we going to do that? Well, we need more partners. We are currently partnering with 4 foundations in Indonesia, Guatemala, Uganda, and the Philippines. And we're going to add 3 this year, and we're going to ramp up to 25 partners by the end of 2021. How do we make money? Well, we source a tree for $1, we sell a tree for $3.50, and even with channel partners in between, we make a decent amount of money. We also sell additional services. For example, if you purchase a forest, we can offer the possibility to give you drone footage, which gives you an accurate growth potential of growth picture of that forest you have adopted. Who are we? We're here in the room. We have a B2B sales background. We have a deep know-how of developing technology platforms. Last but not least, we are passionate about using technology and new business models to address climate change. In summary, EcoMatcher is a highly scalable platform. We are for profit, and we are win for all. We are win for the company, we are win for the customers and employees, we are win for investors, we are win for foundations, and last but not least, we are win for Mother Nature. Today, we offer you 15% discount if you decide to plant a forest. Please meet us in the booth next door, and we look forward to working with you. Thank you very much.
Okay, last but certainly not least. So companies like Uber and Lalamove improve their services to such a great degree that they completely disrupt their industries. And our last company is successfully doing that already. Please welcome to the stage from Truck Lagby, Ravid Chowdhury.
Hi, everyone. I'm very happy to be here with you today at the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. My name is Ravid, and our company is Truck Lagby. Truck Lagby means need a truck in Bengali. We are Bangladesh's first digital platform for booking trucks. Our model is similar to that of GoGoVan and Lalamove here in Hong Kong. This is my home, Bangladesh. It's the densest country in the world by population, which lends itself very well to logistics platforms like ourselves. It's also a huge market. It's the 8th largest country in the world by population, and the economy is growing 8% a year this year, making it the 2nd fastest in the world. There's almost 100 million internet users in Bangladesh, and most of them have come online in the past few years. The truck market today is $10 billion, which will grow to $40 billion by 2040 in Bangladesh. But if you want to book a truck, it's stuck in the old way. It's a highly fragmented market, reliant on third-party brokers who take high commissions, resulting in higher shipping costs for customers and lower fares for drivers. It's also very inefficient. This is what a broker's market looks like. It's reliant on word of mouth, a lot of yelling, and there's virtually no accountability. That broker in the yellow shirt is telling the customer, don't worry, the driver's my brother. That's not true, I assure you. We are leveraging technology to optimize how Bangladesh books its trucks. We launched our platform, we launched a mobile app 10 months ago. And we began with a simple digital auction where a customer will post a shipping job. I need to move 5 tons of steel from Central to Kowloon. And then drivers would bid on that. It's steadily grown. We've transacted over 100,000 auctions over 10 months with tens of thousands of active users. And then we looked into our data and saw that over 50% of our customers wanted a truck in less than an hour. So we raised a seed round, and in 1 month, built and launched Truck Lagby Express, which is our on-demand product. This is more similar to Lalamove and GoGoVan here in Hong Kong. You can get a truck within minutes. Our matching time is under 5 seconds now. And we used our auction data to inform the fares. And we're focusing on small trucks inside the city. It's only been 7 weeks, and save for a holiday, we've been doubling week on week. This week, we're already going to surpass 1,000 trips. But this is just the beginning. We launched in only 1 neighborhood. That dot represents our service area today. Next week, we're expanding to 5 more neighborhoods. And by the end of the year, all of Dhaka City and the industrial outskirts. On average, drivers in a traditional method waiting in a truck stand do 1, maybe 2 trips a day. Our drivers are already doing 3, 4, 5 trips a day. And when we expand the service area, it'll be 10. We're able to grow so fast because we're converting our existing user base to Express. This is a screenshot of the real-time GPS locations of our trucks. We leverage our platform to distribute 8,000 GPS devices, so owners can see where their trucks are. In the future, we will leverage our platform to sell toll cards, fuel, truck accessories like lubricants and motor oil, and more. And this is a proven model. Just in the past few years, several unicorns have emerged in Asia, but none of them are active in Bangladesh. We have local competitors, but we're 20 times larger than all of them combined, and with Express, that number is getting bigger every day. We're also the only company with foreign direct investment backing. Our seed investors include early stage investors of Lalamove and GoGoVan. They help us grow and share significant knowledge and expertise. The company was founded by Anayat Rashid and Mir Ekram. Anayat comes from a pretty large manufacturing and FMCG background. Booking trucks was always a pain point, and he knew there had to be a better way. His best friend and co-founder, Mir Ekram, comes from a computer science background, and at a young age, launched one of Bangladesh's earliest internet broadband companies. Our CTO was a lead engineer for Bcash, a billion-dollar payments company in Bangladesh backed by Alibaba. And myself, prior to Trucklog, I was the CFO of Patel, Bangladesh's first ride-sharing company, currently the market leader, with millions of active users, valued over 100 million, and backed by Gojek. So if you're interested in learning more about the logistics space or Bangladesh, please reach out to me. Thank you.
Okay, so that is Cohort 4. In a minute, you'll get to meet them all and talk to them in their booth areas. That's all from me, but for the last word, I'd like to invite on stage one of our founding partners from MindWorks Ventures, David Chang.
Thank you, Michael. Hi, everybody. Glad to be here today. For those who know me, I am the founding partner of MindWorks Venture, David. MindWorks is one of the 5 founding firm of Betatron. And on behalf of the entire Betatron team, our founders, and my colleagues, thank you for attending here tonight on your busy Thursday evening. So, as Michael mentioned earlier, this cohort started with 600 applicants. It went down to 40 finalists, and now you see the final 8 before us here today. But the Betatron team and myself were very privileged and humbled to be able to work and grow with every one of you. And we insisted to pick this location for demo day for this cohort and for any other cohorts going in the future. This venue is for you. We hope that one day you'll come back and to ring the gong of your company's IPO and to complete the loop. And remember, it all started here today. And a lot of people come up to me and ask me, hey, what do you do at Betatron? What do you exactly do? I know Michael has beautiful slides, a lot of numbers, but what do we do? We have proprietary programming, but the key part, an example of it, is that we have a very good mentorship or mentoring program. I don't know if you are familiar with that. So each company is paired with one founding firm, based on vertical expertise and based on synergies and based on just cohesion between the teams. And to give example, since Truck Lobby was up here, my team was privileged to be able to work with them. So what we were able to provide is 6 years of our investment knowledge in the logistics business and condensed it into a 3 to 4 month extract. So they don't have to repeat any of the mistakes that we've made. We made a lot of costly mistakes, and we never want our cohorts or Truck Lobby to go through that again. So this is the value of Betatron. And now they're graduating, And when they graduate, becoming alumni of Betatron, in the future, they'll be able to mentor our future cohorts, thus completing the loop again. So as more demo day goes by, Betatron strengthens, as each demo day is the end of a loop and the beginning of a new one. And we're very humbled and happy to have everyone here and share this special day with you. And we look forward to seeing everybody again for Cohort 5. Thank you very much, and have a good night.
Okay, time to eat and drink.